Good day, everyone. We are so glad to have you join us today. While we gather to celebrate Family Day, we also want to take a moment to address an important issue that affects many workplaces: sexual harassment. This is a topic that requires serious attention because it not only affects individuals but also the entire organization and community. We will be discussing what sexual harassment is, its impacts, and how we can prevent it. Together, we can create a respectful and safe workplace for everyone.
Hi, let's start by defining sexual harassment. Sexual harassment involves unwelcome sexual behaviors or remarks that make someone feel uncomfortable. It can happen in any setting at work, at home, at school, or even public spaces. When sexual harassment creates a hostile environment or impacts employment decision, it becomes illegal. Employers are required by law to prevent and address harassment in the workplace. It's important to note that anyone, regardless of gender, can be both a harasser or a victim. We must understand this so we can recognize it and take action to prevent it. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiv, for setting the stage with clear understanding of what sexual harassment entails. Now, let's explore how sexual harassment impacts organizations, employees, and the wider community. First, let's look at the impact on the organization. It decreases productivity. When employees feel unsafe, their morale drops. This distribution in the work environment means less focus and efficiency. Second will be high employee turnover. Victims and witnesses may leave the company due to fear or dissatisfaction. These lead to higher recruitment and training costs. The third impact will be legal consequences. Organizations risk lawsuits, fines, and penalties if they fail to comply with anti-harassment laws. For instance, a company can face significant financial loss for not addressing harassment. The last one will be reputation damage. If harassment cases are not dealt with properly, media coverage can harm the company's public image, eroding customer and investor trust. Now, let's talk about the impact on employees. Victims of harassment often experience mental and emotional trauma, such as anxiety and depression, which reduces their motivation. Stress can also lead to physical health issues like hypertension. As a result, employees feel undervalued and unsafe, leading to a loss of a job satisfaction and potentially career damage, as they may face relegation or hindered promotions. For the community, sexual harassment cases can erode trust in local businesses and organizations. Moreover, these cases spark a culture backlash, influencing societal norms and expectations regarding workplace behavior.
Thank you, Danisha, for that short explanation of how sexual harassment affects organization and individual. Now, let's take a look at some real-life examples of sexual harassment to better understand what we are talking about. In the workplace, this could involve inappropriate jokes or comments, or even touching them that makes someone feel uncomfortable. For example, a colleague might touch someone without their permission or send sexually explicit material on work platform. In public place, harassment can include catcalling or inappropriate physical contact on crowded public transport. Illegal photography, while is also a concern when someone takes pictures of another person without consent, often with sexual intent. Online harassment has become a major issue too. These include sending explicit content through email or social media, stalking someone online, activity or publicly shaming them on platform to harm their reputation. These examples show how harassment can occur in various environments and affect people in different ways.
Thank you, Aksarina, for those insightful examples. Now that we have a clear picture of what sexual harassment looks like in different settings, let's discuss some preventative measures and policies that can help address this issue. To address sexual harassment effectively, we must have clear policies in place. These policies should define harassment in detail, including verbal, physical, and online behaviors. The company should enforce a zero tolerance policy and list the consequences for those who violate the rules. Additionally, it is essential to offer training and awareness. Regular sessions should be conducted for all employees to help them understand what harassment looks like and how to prevent it. These sessions can also include bystander intervention training, empowering everyone to step up and help prevent harassment if they see it happening. We must also have safe reporting channels in place where employees can report harassment confidentially without having fear of retaliation. Options like hotline or an online form should be available to make reporting easy and accessible. In terms of implementation, it is crucial that we enforce policies effectively. This means ensuring that investigations are fair, neutral, and swift. Leaders at all levels must be trained to recognize and address harassment. They should also be held accountable for taking timely action to resolve any issues that arise. Finally, regular monitoring is necessary to ensure effectiveness of the policies. Companies should periodically assess workplace culture and use surveys of feedback to measure how well these preventative measures are working.
Sexual harassment is any unwanted behavior of a sexual nature that makes someone feel uncomfortable or unsafe. This includes things like inappropriate comments, jokes, gestures, physical advance, or showing explicit material at work. Such behavior not only disrupts the workplace but also violates the right of employment. In Malaysia, sexual harassment is against the law under Section 81A of the Employment Act 1955, which requires employers to investigate complaints and take action. There is also the Code of Practice on the Prevention and Eradication of Sexual Harassment, which provides guidelines to help organizations prevent and manage such cases. If companies fail to address sexual harassment, they can face serious consequences like fines, lawsuits, or even damage to their reputation. For example, in the 2018 Uber case, the companies faced lawsuit and criticism because of a toxic work culture leading to leadership changes and big financial losses. It's important for organizations to take steps to prevent sexual harassment, like having clear policies, giving training to employees, and creating safe ways to report issues. Now,
Thank you, Ismail, for your insightful summary. To wrap up, sexual harassment is a serious issue that impacts not only individuals but also organizations and the broader community. It is crucial that we have strong policies in place, raise awareness, and provide safe reporting channels to ensure everyone is safe. As we are discussed, the consequences of ignoring sexual harassment can be severe, but by taking preventative steps and addressing issues at hand, we can create a healthier, more positive work environment for everyone. Thank you for your attentive, and let's continue to work together to prevent harassment at all the time.